Hello there, jury. Welcome to Only Slightly Judgy Podcast, where we're your hosts, Aiden and Sean. We are your local cinema podcast where we obsess over all things fiction and media. Welcome back. This is episode 2. Now, today, we're going to be talking about something that's happened quite recently within the last few weeks. The Warner Brothers is being bought by Netflix, by Paramount, in a mystery of hijinks we do not know. Sean, initial thoughts.
And I mean, it is like a rather heavy thing to get into on our merely second episode, but it is also kind of relevant. So we're just gonna do. And I feel like a lot of this has just been like propelled by like the discourse and like the knee-jerk reaction of people who haven't read like all the details.
Yeah.
And I mean it's like a fair reaction when like Warner Brothers is one of the oldest Hollywood studios and it's now being dissolved and like sold for parts. And like that's gonna trigger like emotional reaction from a lot of people who grew up watching like their products, like us included.
Yeah.
So like, yeah,
Like it's crazy to think about. Like if you imagine like just the IPs coming out of Warner Brothers like just this year, like Superman's a big one, Sinners is the other big one. What else did they do this year?
I mean, I guess they did Minecraft.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about
Uh,
that. We
it's,
don't
it's
talk about that
impactful just
landfill.
in a way. It's like they have been churning out some of the biggest hits, like whether it's like established franchises or just like independent projects. Like they're like director driven. You have
Yes.
like Sinners, one better after another, stuff like that.
Yes, one better after. I actually haven't watched that yet, but yeah, Warner Brothers is just a giant in the industry, and like it's a bit weird to think that they're gonna get bought over. Like I think it's like the same gravitas as like a company like Netflix coming out here is like, hey, we're gonna buy Disney. It's like it holds the same kind of kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess like after all the mergers and buying in the last 10 years, Warner Brothers catalog, like it actually rivals like Disney. For every like Marvel and Star Wars that Disney has, you have like DC and like Harry Potter. Those are, it's all huge.
Yeah. So Warner Brothers is initially the bidding war was who it was between Netflix, Paramount, and one more Comcast. I think was it Comcast?
Yeah, but then they weren't really in the
Yeah, they
like
weren't that
in the
much
race
into it.
for certain.
And then after that, a few days ago, I think just this past like what weekend is this? Like the 7th of December, like that weekend. We're like they're like it's announced Netflix has won the bidding war, and everyone was like, "Oh no!" Like for me, it's just especially with Ted Sarandos, who, if you guys don't know, is the CEO of Netflix. Sarandos basically being like, "Yeah, we're going to shorten theatrical windows," and I'm like, "Bro, like it will break my heart to see Superman, Man of Tomorrow releases in theaters June 9th, and then following that it's and streaming on Netflix June 16th. Like, bro, that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah, it's like he has had a lot of like direct quotes where he has been quoted saying like things where he's like against just like the general cinema going thing, like as an experience,
Yeah.
just does not behind that one, and it's like he's not even trying to hide it. It's been like quite open.
Okay, like listen, I don't blame him or like people for thinking that cinemas are dying, right? Because it is like if you look at the facts, less people are going to cinemas because of streaming services. The I get the logic of why pay for a cinema ticket when I can just watch it at home if it's gonna come to my home anyway. Like I get that logic, but again, it's the whole cinematic experience that I guess not everyone appreciates, which is fine. But I don't know. I don't think that's something to be closing cinemas over. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but on the other hand, the it's like Netflix as a corporation has not like very openly been involved in um like matters that don't concern like their own business. So it's like I would I would believe that they'll be inclined to follow the money over anything else. And it has been proven that the big Warner Brothers releases this year have all done pretty well at the box office, and
Yeah.
the bigger ones down the line are still projected to do so.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's just the amount of stuff or things or IPs that Warner Brothers has is insane. I actually saw this list this morning where I didn't know like if they get Warner Brothers, they get like Adult Swim as well. I've completely forgot that Adult Swim was under Netflix. So things like Primal, things like Samurai Jack, things like Rick and Morty, all of that will go back to Netflix. And it's
Cartoon
like,
Network is, I'm pretty sure Cartoon Network's there, so
yeah, Cartoon Network is, oh my god, Cartoon Network. Basically
yeah,
everything that's on HBO Max is Netflix is gonna get.
yeah.
So that's a bit sad. But then
I mean the
yeah,
HBO
go on.
catalog is just
Yeah.
good in general. You other than the categories like Cartoon Network, like Adult Swim, you have individual shows that's some of the most well received ever. You have your Game of Thrones, your
Yeah.
Succession, things like that.
Yeah. I think okay, the one only upside that I can see of this is that it will make Netflix a better streaming service. Because this is my opinion, I think Netflix is the worst streaming service out of all of them. It's because they don't have the originals to make me want to buy the service. Like there's not enough Netflix originals for me to be like, oh yeah, I want Netflix. It's not like Prime has like Invincible and The Boys. Like Disney Plus has all the Marvel, Star Wars stuff. Um, what else? HBO Max has all of DC stuff, right? Like Netflix didn't have enough original IPs for convince me to want to get that streaming service, but also like movies in general, like the variety just isn't there. But now that they buy Warner Brothers, they're gonna have all of that stuff that we just talked about, Cartoon Network, the entire stimulus check of Cartoon Network they're gonna have on there. So I guess it makes it a better streaming service. I guess. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
It's kind of rough, yeah. But then a day later, they're like, "Oh, Paramount's coming, and and they don't care that Netflix won. They're gonna offer you a bunch of cash. Like I think it was how much?
It's all cash. It's 108 billion, give or take.
108
It has a lot of cash. It's 12 digits.
billion.
Yeah,
And
you're
th-
one digit off of a trillion. And it's just
that's
incomprehensible.
crazy, bro. How does Paramount have that much money? There's no way.
That's the neat part. They don't. In fact, according to multiple sources, you have Wikipedia and other financial statistics pages and stuff. The Paramount net worth, like including assets and stuff. I'm not sure how this is calculated. We don't know econs disclaimer.
Yeah.
But then it's the net worth totals up to from different sources. Numbers I've seen it's 40 billion to 50 billion.
Where are they getting the money from?
We will get to that later.
Where is that 50 billion, bro? Okay.
It's just that yeah. But then then again it's if I ask you to name two Paramount IPs, what are they?
Okay, wait. Let me think. Does Paramount own DreamWorks? They don't. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
What does Paramount? Wait, okay. No. Paramount has Transformers. That one I know. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Paramount has
Yeah.
Transformers.
One more.
Oh, Paramount also has Sonic. That one I know.
Yeah, they do.
Yes.
But it's not original, right? It's a partnership with
Yeah,
Sega.
it's a partnership with Sega, so
Yeah.
not necessarily owned. But what other? Do they own? Wait, if they own Transformers, means they own GI Joe as well, probably.
But that's a Hasbro thing as well.
Oh,
I guess
yes, it
it's
is a
50.
Hasbro thing.
The only
Evil
thing they
company.
truly the only thing that's theirs that's big, I'll say is Mission Impossible. And
Okay.
I guess Top Gun, which is the biggest, to be fair, it's some of the biggest action movies because of Tom
Yeah.
Cruise. But then again, Tom Cruise is not gonna give you that many more action movies. if you think
Yeah,
about it.
it's like
Yeah,
Tom Cruise. If you have Tom Cruise, that's great. You have a one-trick pony. Not that he's bad. Like he's amazing at what he does, and he makes great things.
yeah. But how many years like more of him running can you get out of him?
How old is he, by the
Like
way? Wait, I'm gonna
58 to
Google this
60. I
real
forgot
quick.
which one it is.
I'm gonna Google this real quick. How old is Tom Cruise? He's 63.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's 63.
It's crazy. He does not look 63. That's insane.
It's like even in the last the most recent MI, you could tell that like some stuff had to be compromised because like he just could not do all that anymore.
Oh really? Actually, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
like
like
a lot of
you're getting old, Tom. You can't be doing those stunts anymore.
the stunts are the stunts and they're still done well. But then a lot of like he's running in a straight line, but there will be like 3 or 4 cuts. I forgot which one it is, but it's like the part where like the lighting is like kind of yellowish. He's running through like
I can't help
some
but feel
city with
like
stone.
the Church of Scientology is just like, Tom, you need to make more Mission Impossible movies or we will sacrifice you. Legit, that's just him right now.
They're powering him with like the life force of like a dozen sacrifices.
Yeah. Wait, so what does Paramount own other than uh Transformers and like, oh, they
Great
own
question. That's
Nickelodeon.
yeah. I guess
That's
I guess
there's
it's
not
one.
much there though. Wait, Nickelodeon owns Airbender, no? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
I think
does. Yeah. Nickelodeon, I'm pretty sure owns
but they have
Airbender.
Comedy Central. It's like South Park.
Ooh, that's a bit.
I mean Nickelodeon. They have like SpongeBob also.
SpongeBob. Oh, that means Paramount Plus is gonna get SpongeBob. Wait, Paramount Plus does have SpongeBob. I don't know what I'm talking
It
about.
really has it. Yeah, it really has it.
Uh, yeah. So all in all, like Paramount, not great, not
It's
great.
not doing well enough to compete with like the true giants.
Yeah, it's like, okay, Paramount is more known for like, oh, they own Rango. Oh, I forgot they own Rango. Okay, that's crazy. But yeah, like Paramount is, it like, I don't know. I was surprised that Paramount wants to bid for Warner Brothers. Like, I'm like, but why? You guys are in a relatively stable position right now. Like, I don't think buying Warner Brothers will do that much more for them. I guess it will incentivize people to buy
Like
Paramount Plus, but like,
purely on the purely entertainment side, it doesn't add up. But then when you look into like some of the stuff in the background, it really it starts to make sense. Not in like a conspiracy theorist kind of way, but in like a like these are genuinely connected kind of way.
yeah. So tell me more about that background stuff. Do you know anything more about that?
Okay, so I have in fact spent like I don't know 4 or 5 hours doing research on this a couple of days ago.
For
It
for those of
started
you who
it
don't know, a few days ago, Sean posted on his Instagram account this massive expose on Paramount and Netflix buying Warner Brothers. It was amazing. So yeah, go ahead.
it mostly stemmed from like the fact that I was just trying to look at it. I was just trying to read up because it's like to stay informed and stuff. But then in turn to the more I read this, the more I started to think like that's not like something is not adding up. And so yeah.
And what did you
Where
find?
should we start with this?
Where should we start? It's crazy.
Should we start? The lore goes deep.
Oh no, deep lore time.
Yeah, I guess we can start with the fact that Paramount is now technically called Paramount Skydance. And like
Mm-hmm.
Skydance, most of us would probably know as like the logo that appears before all the Mission Impossible movies.
Yep.
But if you go further than that, Skydance was started as like a personal project of this guy called David Ellison. It's like 40-something-year-old guy who dropped out of I think university to like like a minor film, and he started like a studio off of that, and it didn't really gain relevance until like I don't remember if it's last year or 2 years ago where they merged with Paramount, and
Oh.
that's where all this stuff starts because David Ellison, other than being the owner of a small time studio 2 years ago, is also the son of Larry Ellison, who's one of the like top billionaires in like that circle of like America.
Yeah.
And this guy is the founder of this, I guess, a data services company which has now like dipped its toes into AI like they all do. It's called Oracle, and it started off doing like, as
DC
far as I can tell,
reference.
it started. Oh yeah, I guess, but it started off doing stuff like data, data computing and like cloud services and stuff. But lately, because everyone does, they're also doing like the data center stuff or like the AI projects, and they also have a partnership with OpenAI, which does like ChatGPT and other like research stuff in that side, which automatically makes the founder and current chair, Larry Ellison, one of the richest people in the world. And in fact, he briefly was the richest person in the world after he started partnering with like OpenAI. Like for I'm not sure if it was a few days or less than a day, he surpassed like Elon Musk and became the single richest person in the world.
So is that where the other 50 billion is coming from?
Yeah. So
Oh
now we can get
no.
into finances. Like to be fair, this wasn't. I hadn't come across this breakdown in my initial research, and like a friend sent it to me later. It's from like the Fortune magazine, which I guess does like finance and stuff. There's a direct quote from the Ellison saying that we are providing you with funds certain from one of the wealthiest families in the world, and a domestic counterparty, which was written by them in a letter to like the Warner Brothers board during
So
their
sketchy,
second
bro.
bid. Yeah, and it's just like it's not it's not being hidden that most of the 108 billion does not come from their own money because they do not have that money.
Bro, Zoran Mamdani was right when he kicked these billionaires out. What is happening, bro?
And it gets even more sketchier when the fact that like an American company is being bid on not just by their own mega corporations, but also um wait, I'm getting the number right. Um Hold on a second. Yeah, a 40.7 billion equity fund, which is provided by, of all people, the Saudi Arabia Public Investment
Oh
Fund.
yeah,
And
I
that,
saw that.
yeah, that immediately rings a lot of bells. And you also have participation from supposedly three wealthy Gulf families, which are, I guess, like the oil people who are like filthy rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's where um the most of their huge like bid comes from. And like once you like take a look at the parties involved and do like just like um a very brief search on them, it doesn't even take long to realize that this is a lot sketchier than just like entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah, that explains a lot as well. I did see the Saudi Arabia thing. Um yeah, my one of my main issues is like I like whoever buys Warner Brothers at the end of the day, I really don't want them to touch DC and whatever Gunn and Safran are doing. Like I think here's the comparative, right? I think if Netflix stays as the winner of the bid, then I don't think Ted Sarandos will touch anything on that side.
Yeah, it's unlikely that he would. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think James Gunn already had a statement that was like, everything will be fine, guys. Like they're not gonna do anything.
that was just like the initial statement after like the news broke.
But if Paramount buys buys that, then we have a whole nother problem on our hands, because then it's, and I think it's entirely plausible that they will just straight up just like no, and like they'll just sack Gunn.
Yeah, they would definitely scrap it. It's like,
And
hmm,
my problem is
like
like, bro, there's no way. The DCU just started. No way we're ruining it now.
like if you take a look at the current release projects from like the DCU, we have like obviously we have Superman, but we also have Peacemaker and Creature Commandos,
Yeah.
and all of them follow kind of the same plot thread, which is like authority, how much authority
Yeah,
does
yeah.
like yeah, stuff like that. And it's like that's not going to stand with these new players who are like taking over. And it's important to remember that like the second like Paramount's bid includes like complete ownership of the company. So it's like they are not like merging, they are not gonna share their like subscription services. It's gonna be like a complete
It
takeover.
is straight hostile takeover. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Netflix was only bidding for the Warner Brothers film studio and everything that's on or produced by HBO Max.
Yeah.
As far as I could tell.
So comparing Netflix and Paramount's bids, right? I think like Netflix is obviously it's still bad, but like I would rather take Netflix, who is agreeing to be somewhat adjacent to Warner Brothers still, and not completely taking over, in a opposition to Paramount just be like, I'm canceling DC Studios. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, and Netflix has a history of not like the Netflix executives do not have a history of like directly meddling with projects, especially if the projects are very director driven or like completely outsourced. Like most of the popular Netflix
yeah,
projects, yeah, like to a big extent, most of them are outsourced, and they do not have like the tendency to directly meddle and screw the whole thing up, especially if it means like more money is going their way, since like they are almost purely
yeah.
out for money.
That I find this very ironic because something I always say is like, Netflix, please use your money wisely. Stop canceling good shows and stop putting your money into bad, trashy teenage drama shows. And actually put your money to good use and think about it strategically. Then I saw this and I was like, no, Netflix, that's the wrong kind of strategic. I meant something else. Don't do this.
Yeah, it's like we all know that Netflix has a history of like screwing over creators who like do not get the chance to finish their vision. But then the thing is that that usually only happens after like a good portion of that vision has already been executed. It's
I
like
feel like
they'll
a
cancel
vast
stuff.
majority of the stuff they cancel is well received.
Yeah, it is. That's a problem.
Like,
But
sorry, one thing I will shout out because it is terrible that they cancelled it. Have you heard of Inside Job?
yeah, a lot of my friends keep telling me about it.
Oh my gosh, it's such a good show. It's so sad that it never got any more developing. You know it's co-produced by Alex Hirsch, who's the creator of Gravity Falls. Like it's such a good show. And then I saw Netflix cancel it and I was like, bro, Netflix again, just stop canceling stuff that's being received well. I don't understand what's the logic behind that. Like, you're making money, like, stop.
Yeah, but if we're circling back to the topic of like DC Studios, it's like I'm pretty sure that they will get like at least a good chance to like set their footing down before the Netflix people will have anything to say about
Yeah.
it. And it's also been confirmed that like at least the projects currently in development or like are prepping to release are not affected.
Yeah.
Like as
I
far as they
yeah,
have
yeah.
noticed.
Yeah, it's like I take solace in the fact that production will not be tampered with, will not be touched with. Like, that's all in Gunn's hands, that's all in Peter Safran's hands, which is great. That's great. And that's something I can commend Netflix for not putting their greasy little fingers all over. Like, give me my DCU. Yeah.
I'm surprised that I'm even like barely defending Netflix at all. Like if you told me
Yeah.
that would happen like a few months ago, I wouldn't have believed it.
Yeah, same. I would not be defending Netflix at all.
But yeah, it's like a lot of these kind of things are just the lesser evil because like the average consumer gets screwed over anyway, no matter which way
Yeah,
you go.
basically. I I think that's just the game with film and like streaming and like cinemas. That's just the game in this day and age. Like, yeah, like I like if Superman Man of Tomorrow gets like a shorter theatrical release, that would just be sad. But I will take it over simply having no Man of Tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, it's like not only would they want to like heavily change the plot and the direction, the movie wouldn't even get made because
Yeah.
David Corenswet has already like been like very vocal about his support for Palestine, and like
Yeah.
they just do not stand for that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's very true. Yeah. All right. Anything else to add?
Anything else to add?
If you guys
Mm,
want to hear us talk about DC more, don't worry. That will
yeah,
be next episode. So tune in.
yeah. This
Um,
is only like the tip of the iceberg.
yes, we are DC nerds, so we will go more into that definitely next time. But if that's it, then that's gonna be it for
I
us.
guess,
Sorry.
like for the purpose of our discussion today, it's mostly just the fact that like it feels very like I wouldn't say planned, but it feels very like the events line up so nicely where it's like first they announce like the Netflix acquisition, and obviously a lot of people are gonna have like a direct emotional response to that, and then that can now be used by them saying like, oh, so oh, you didn't actually want this, good, now we'll give you something
Yeah.
else. And then like you're meant to cheer because like, oh, look at that, now you don't have to worry about
Yeah, yeah.
like,
It feels scripted. It feels scripted.
yeah, it's
It's
like I'm not saying it is scripted, I doubt so, but then like
but
the
it
events
feels
line
that way, bro. It really feels that
so
way.
nicely in their favor. And I guess like the powers that be have already have like it's a lot of incidents where they just like how to say they like grassroots a lot of the
Yeah.
like like hate campaigns with like chatbots and stuff. That's like no surprise anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
It just feels like we're manufactured. It's been like manufactured for us to not get anything good out of this. And the best we can do is like the lesser evil.
Something that I've learned, we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things anymore. So
Yeah.
you just
Not
have
in this
to
day and age.
you just have to keep fighting, you know. Like we cancelled Batgirl out of all things. So like we
Like
can get into that in the next DC episode. Like in 2 minutes.
Coyote versus me also is another thing.
Oh, if they shelve that again, I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna be so
It's
mad.
like at this point that's just that side of things is just depressing.
At that point, it's like I'm never gonna see that movie ever. I will never
Yeah.
have that Looney Tunes validation ever. I'm just never gonna see it, and that's fine.
Yeah. I guess another thing, like we're almost gonna wrap it up, but another thing is that like Warner Brothers is like one of the very first Hollywood studios, and like also the only one that's still surviving. Like out of the original ones, you have
Yeah,
like 20th Century Fox, like acquired by Disney. You have like Paramount, which has now evolved,
yeah,
and like MGM, which is under Amazon now.
yes, yeah.
Yeah, and RKO. Do you know what RKO is? RKO. I haven't heard of this. Let's
Oh, it
Google it.
sounds so familiar. It sounds so familiar.
RKO Pictures.
I can't put my finger on it. But
I
anyway,
don't think that.
what's with them right now?
Yeah, it dissolved in 1959,
Oh,
which means that
no
out of the
wonder.
original studios, like the ones that like basically built the Hollywood system with all its like beauty and flaws, out of those, Warner Brothers is the only one that is still like standing, and
Yeah,
soon it won't be anymore. It's like now you have like Warner Brothers, the Netflix company.
it's like it feels as though it was inevitable, you know, and that's what's a bit
Yeah,
sad about that. Yeah.
it's yeah,
Every company is gonna own a major production company, and you know that's just that.
yeah, and it just becomes like if you're like it just becomes like a combination of like how much favor your tech company has with like the powers that be, and how much influence your media production is going to have like once you like solidify your
Yeah.
control.
Don't forget, it's also how much money I can make.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep. Well, I think that's gonna do it for us this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Just a reminder, we have a Google form below that you can submit all your spicy and hot takes that we will be discussing. It's a great way for you to be involved with the podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
Bye bye.